Okay, let's do a walk around of this 2014 BMW 320i. BMW introduced a new version of the 3 sedan to the lineup last year, and this is the second year of production for it, 320. It has the same 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine as the 328, but the power is down to 180 versus 240. But the mileage is up to 36 on the highway, and the sticker price is much more accessible. It's about $32,000 and change. So, you know, this is kind of a cost-conscious BMW. It lets you have the same body style, the same great handling and ride, and much better gas mileage at a much more affordable price. I'm a pretty big fan of it, and horsepower is relative. You know, if you go back to the 80s, 90s even, 180 horsepower was pretty decent. And the fact is that this car is in some sense more of an engaging car to drive than the more powerful versions of the 3, because you really have to work the little engine to get the most out of it, and that's kind of part of the fun. Let's take a look at the inside. It's by no means stripped or cheap or anything. Same basic layout. This one has the M upgrade, which gives you the thicker padded steering wheel with the M badging. Also the 18-inch wheels and a slightly stiffer and more performance-minded suspension. Probably the only thing, I have only 2 complaints, actually 3 small complaints about this car. The first is I'm not a fan of this controller, which is kind of like a Game Boy toggle. It's got very little tactile feedback. To engage the various gears, drive, you push that button and kind of pull it back, and then you push it again and push it forward to get reverse, and then you tap it on the top to get park. It functions well enough, it's just kind of numb, and I'd much rather have something you could actually grab and pull, and it would feel a lot better. But it is functional. Now, the beef that I have with this car, this particular one is about $40,000 with a couple of options. It's got the navigation, it's got the sport package that I mentioned. So it's about $40,000, but you still don't get heated seats. This blank space here is where the heated seats would be. You don't get satellite radio. Believe it or not, this car has just basic FM, AM, standard terrestrial radio, which is rather shocking, in my opinion, given that these days most cars that are in the $20,000, $25,000 range typically do come with Sirius XM. And heated seats are extremely common now on much lower priced cars. So that's one of the very few failings of this car, at least in my opinion. You may have different thoughts. At any rate, the full review is up over at epautos.com, libertariancarguy.com. I encourage you to come visit, leave your comments, agree or disagree, and we'll see you next time.